Alright, so this should be what I'm thinking is going to be a fairly short video. I just went to the Renaissance Festival for the first time this season a couple days ago, and I bought this. This is a bearded hand axe. This is, surprisingly, of all the weapons I have, this is my first bearded hand axe. And when I saw it, I knew this is what I needed to get this year. There are a couple of things I like about this, and there's not really anything I don't like about this. There's a couple of things I have neutral comments on, and a couple of things I like about this. The first thing I like about this is that it has the Vulk nut both on the wood and on the metal. Symmetrical on both sides. There's the Vulk nut there, and there's the Vulk nut on the metal there. Hopefully the lighting is decent. Oh, the lighting is not decent. You guys cannot actually see. There we go. There's the Vulk nut there. There's the Vulk nut there. There's the Vulk nut on the blade there. There's the Vulk nut on the blade there. Alright. This is definitely handmade. Unless the machine that made it isn't a piece of shit. But no, I don't have a reason to believe that. I think, honest to gods, this is a handmade axe. It seems to be very, very evident of that. The designs are not nearly perfect enough that it would be. Of course, if they were, it could easily just be someone who is very good with detail that's hand making it. But I don't think this is the case here. It cost me about $100. So that is, I want to say, about a good price for what this is for a handmade without machine perfect details. The wood, the handle's not perfectly straight, but it's straight enough. Definitely straight enough for my standards. And the edge on it is not entirely consistent either. It's smaller in some parts, longer in other parts. But I don't have a problem really with any of that. What I want to talk about is the style that it's in. First of all, this is a bearded axe, obviously. It's got the face and then it has the beard, which is accurate to the fighting style of the Norse culture, the Vikings, and surrounding areas. What is not accurate, at least I don't think, and I would have to double check this, but to my knowledge, having intricate designs on the blade like this was not typically done historically to my knowledge, because it's purely artistic and there's not really a practical use for such things. Like, yes, it's a work of art and I love it. Historically, maybe if it was done, it would have been appreciated by some people, but for the most part, it would have been seen probably as a waste of time because you wanted to make more axes faster, more swords faster, more shields faster. And if you're wasting time doing this, your chieftain, your jarl, or your earl is going to go, hey, blacksmith, what the fuck are you wasting time for? We need more axes. Stop putting detail in it and just bang them out. Plain and simple. Something like that is probably how some conversations like that would have gone. Nowadays, we got more access to stuff. We can do cool things like this, preferably with symbols that make sense to the culture, which is why I like that it has the Vulk nut both on the wood and on the axe. For anybody who doesn't know, some of the symbols' exact meanings have been lost to history, but the Vulk nut is definitely a symbol that has relation to Valhalla, the Norse warrior afterlife. I don't know if it means something specifically more than that. I don't think we have the knowledge as to whether or not it means something more specific to do with Valhalla, but we use it as a symbol for Valhalla. So it is one of the perfect symbols to go onto a bearded axe. I actually have a ring that has the Volk nut on it. And that's what I like about this. I need to clean this off because it's rusting in some parts. I don't know how well you guys can. It looks like the lighting's okay there. I don't know if you guys can see. It's starting to build up rust. I oiled it once. I might need to oil it better. I might need to wipe it down with lime juice and then really quickly oil it. See if the lime juice will scrub off any of the rust that's already there. But just an example of some cool things we can get at Renaissance festivals. See you guys.